This is Anthony with True Diamond Heart, continuing our video series on Through the Darkness. Now, one of the things that we do here purposely is we create these videos. Behind this camera is the street, and at any moment, any number of distractions can pass by. Jets fly overhead. There's a puppy on the bed behind me. She could easily become active. And then what seems like a distraction becomes a tool for us to wake up. And then there's the other things. There's the birds. There's all sorts of things happening. And these things in the real world that we confront, that confront us, are opportunities true to form, a car. And yet that car is an opportunity for us to understand that we maintain both the ability to concentrate and focus through such things, if they're small like a car passing by, as well as the ability to work upon our reactivity and transform it into responsibility. We spoke about that several videos ago. Transform the reactivity of, oh, I'm being annoyed, I'm bothered, this is distracting me, the jet, the noise, the puppy, the this, the that, into conscious understanding that the only things that disturb us after the necessities of life have been taken care of course, there's illness. And there are moments when things happen. But the only thing on the emotional, spiritual level that vibrates with us and bothers us is not the outside catalyst. It's the resonance, it's the echo of that outside catalyst with that which is inside us that we're carrying that's dark. And so it's the internal darkness that gets revealed. I recently went through a very, very intense experience, and it may still be happening, I'm not sure, but where I would be put into a panic. You see the way I spoke about it? I said I would be put into a panic. I've already projected the responsibility for it. I went into a panic. All the responsibility for that is here. Although the catalyst for it, the seeming cause of it was outside, it did not put me into a panic. It brought tremendous darkness here. And the only reason the darkness bothered me, affected me, put me into panic was because it resonated with darkness that I still haven't cleaned out of my own soul, my own basement, my own emotional, psychological, spiritual, vibratory being. And so when these things happen on the small level, we maintain consciousness and we watch ourselves, as I spoke of in traffic, when the thing happens. We don't suppress it and say, oh, I'm calm, when I'm not. We don't suppress it and say, oh, I'm spiritual, when the level of spirituality hasn't raised to the level of being non-reactive about that. These are small things, the car passing by. When the large things that happen and put us into a panic, these are magnificent gifts, higher gifts than that which seem like amazing gifts, the moments that I've experienced where I've literally been in heaven. I can tell you about that another time. The complete dissolution of the individual self and the absolute one experience of one non-interrupted light vibration. You can't even call it joy, I'm telling you about it now. Joy and beauty and perfection. It's not even experienced until you come out of it, because there's no one to experience it. Even those magnificent revelatory experiences, they're not as much of an opportunity as are the panic-inducing darkness. The panic-inducing darkness brings up that inside of ourselves, which now is finally ready to be seen with honesty, compassion, courage, humility, the humility to understand that our little selves are nothing, and that what we have that created us, that we are part of, that we're actually consciously, that we are consciously, is magnificent and everything, phenomenal, beyond measure, beyond any words, can't even touch it. So with those qualities, with the awareness, with the surrender that doesn't explain or sublimate or push down or project it on someone else. See how I started off saying that I was put into a panic. Just the habit I have of pushing the darkness onto someone else's shoulders. No, that person brought me a magnificent gift. The darkness that was vibrating inside of me that I thought was perhaps it was being brought. But that's not my work to do. That's the work of whoever brings that darkness. But when they bring that, and there's that that synchronous reason why that particular darkness is here and why it's vibrating in me, making me panic. Thank you for that. That is a gift of amazing light that if I deal with it properly, I maintain the surrender and the courage and the honesty to take responsibility and see the darkness that is making me suffer is here. Within that experience, within the humility and within the patience to understand that I can't make it go away in my time or my way, I simply must surrender, watch, do my work, my meditation, continue eating, having emotional, psychological, spiritual habits as clean as possible, maintain my discipline and my sincerity to the extent I have those things at this stage of my development. And it will lift, and when it lifts, there will be more light. And even in the middle of it, there will be moments and rays of light where you'll be like, you'll just feel, wow, there's something happening here. Something incredibly deep and beautiful is happening here. And so it is. And then the darkness does this, and blue jays are just flying behind the camera there. Are they distracting me? The car is going by. Distracting? Yes and no. We are here. And so that magnificent freedom that happens as the level shifts, as there's an actual raise in the vibration from what it is we were carrying before with the darkness that was operating subconsciously under the consciousness. And we've brought it out, or that which we thought was so dark and so terrible, helped bring this out to our waking consciousness, to our open consciousness. And so we can work with it there and transcend it there with what we just spoke about, awareness, mindfulness, all the things in this video, taking responsibility for everything that happens here. Courage, humility, honesty. Through the darkness, that which seems like darkness is a magnificent gift. Magnificent gifts, magnificent gifts. Accept them in the spirit with which they are transformed, with which they bring us and help us to shed the darkness that we carry, mostly unconsciously, because darkness is unconsciousness. And so we get to the stage, as my friend is now at this moment. She's questioning everything that's happened in her life. And the reason that this is coming to her, and she understands it's a gift, thank God. She's coming to this now because of the years of meditation, the retreats, the reading, the sincerity that she's developed over the years. Finally, like a hard walnut, it's finally cracking open. And the beautiful fruit inside is starting to reveal. It's a painful process. Dark, but through that darkness, there's no way to go around, under, over, through the darkness when it's necessary. In the darkness, the light will both reveal, and as we move through, it actually lifts like a mist and sheds like mud, and we stand revealed with a peace and an understanding and a beauty and a joy that we always yearned for, but that we couldn't fathom. And still the process is not over. There's still more darkness. Until we're walking on water, it's not over. Until everyone's walking on water, it's not over. Why is it that we do this? Because I need you to free me. I could be walking on water, floating in air, perfectly emancipated and realized. And yet, if I'm on this earth, I am not free until we're all free. And perhaps that's true off the earth. In the angelic realms, if such things actually exist, if it's more than a metaphor, I can't tell you. I don't know. I've had experiences, but I don't know what's real in this and that level. I'm only speaking about what it is that I know. But in the realm of non-choice, which is an idealization, in that place, we don't need darkness to teach us. In this place, duality, darkness and light, we need darkness to bring us into light. That darkness we carry is our school. The darkness around us is our school. And until the whole world is fully illuminated, I am not free. So be it. I accept the responsibility. Thank you, God. Or thank you, universe, whatever you want to call it. Stay tuned. Stay with us. More videos on Through the Darkness.